Welcome to You Hate to See It, everybody. We didn't do this last episode, but I'm Adam.
We didn't?
I'm Jeff.
I'm Nick.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Oh.
I was.
Also, we've been reading books. I don't know about you. We could
I
just,
have
well,
been.
you
I have
reading
been.
books. Yeah, we can talk about books. Bitches
I've been
love
drinking-
book club episodes.
I've been drinking tea and am high.
Oh, I thought like that was like another life update. thing.
No.
So I've been drinking a lot of tea.
I have been though, but
I'm high also. I'm not drinking anything, and I'm starting to regret it. And I'm chewing on the Zyn. Well, I'm not chewing on it. That'd be disgusting. But I do have a Zyn pouch. So.
I am also high, but on cold medication. And I am drinking a very normal-sized 12-ounce can of Coke.
This guy, fucking son of a bitch, is trying to piss me off.
is it a hard 12?
Hard Coke.
They don't sponsor us. W.
No, beer.
Just, for some reason, I go in and edit this one, and just the entire time there's it's just a Dubby logo over it. It's not even in the shape of
Every
a can.
time I go
It's
to
a
pick
very
it up,
obvious like.
Except you're not.
It's a very obvious
or the
picture
video.
I just copied from their website of their logo, and it's just a black box.
Here, let me
that
just
says-
turn this
No,
around.
no, get a Coke bottle and then like have the
That's
W
too
logo
much. You're
over
getting-
it.
You know
just
who
the
we
logo.
will be sponsored by? Ambrosia Clove Tickies.
We're not sponsored by them.
I don't think
either.
you could say that.
We are definitely not sponsored by them.
No, the last word. I don't.
Tickies?
I don't think you can call them that anymore.
The Clove Tickies.
I'm just trying to figure out what.
I don't know what a Tickie is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Jeff is trying to convince us that Tiki is.
That it's racist is all I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to figure out which race.
I don't know. Fucking come up with something.
Come up with a new one.
An episode of us making new racial slurs.
A new one, the French, because the French don't exist.
Napoleon trailer came out. That shit looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that come out like next month?
Ridley Scott, Joaquin Phoenix, just gonna be lit.
It's gonna be so boring, and I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, Morgan's gonna hate every second of it. I'm not gonna make her go see it, but
It's like Joker. Like Joker's just slow the entire time, but it's so good.
So, yeah.
We've also watched some shows. We can talk about that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched.
I mean, do we want to do book club?
Buku.
I almost said blook because I was like, I
Bukake?
gotta get that L in there. That's only funny to us and any Patreon who actually gives a fuck.
and actually watches the video.
Yeah. On the second hour.
What's book club corner like?
Yeah, let's test our waters of you. We read a lot. Well, you listen a lot.
Yeah.
I
read
slowed
a good
down a little bit, but
I've picked up for sure.
Audible, you're able to buy individual books again for money prices and sales. That stopped for like a year. So
didn't
Was it
know
a year?
that.
I thought it was like a couple months. I know they really fucked their ass.
they
though.
like. So here's the thing: on Android they did, but on Samsung it was the old app. So I would just update it through the Samsung store, and I was still able to buy and have sales and stuff.
Because otherwise you could only use your monthly
You can
credit,
only,
right?
You can only do credits.
Yeah.
Maybe
Which
that's
would
why
that
I
mean? You just
didn't.
had to buy a credit.
You just had to buy a credit because they didn't even tell you what the cost of the book was to see if it was like worth it or anything.
Wild.
Because like Adam and I have a good rule. Like we only use credits for things more than $15 because that's what the credit is.
No, I use credits for everything right now.
Okay.
But also, I actually didn't use Audible for like 8 months, and then went in and started using it.
I don't
again.
even use Audible, and I have 9 credits.
Really?
I've been just buying books, and I have the problem of one of those like book nerds that I just keep buying books, but it's not like I'm going through the books fast, so I have a fucking plethora of shit to read now.
That's how I used to be. I figured my shit out.
Well,
though,
I got the
finally.
bookshelf from Nick, and it's not full, and I'm like, that's a problem.
Right now I'm using one of my bookshelves as basically my proof that I listened to the book on Audible and I'm not gonna read them. And
I've done that before.
it's just my I call it my Percy Jackson shelf. I'm trying to every time I listen to a series, I buy like the paperbacks of those series because I like the books. I used to own the first 5 and have read them, but I'm trying to redo it, like go through it all again because I got sick and tired of only listening to James Patterson and Dan Brown with their heavy ass shit, and now I'm like, maybe I just want to hear about a 12-year-old murdering monsters. You know, that sounds fun.
Yeah, fair.
I read a lot of fantasy now.
I've been doing podcast. I've been kind of listening to all of the old Joe Rogans that I kind of want to listen to, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, a couple other people. So, but I've audiobooks. I try to listen to a decent amount at work.
Yeah, I read at work. That's where I do all my reading. But I've
We
been
get yelled at if we have a book.
Yeah, I finished Sigmar with Warhammer Fantasy, like the trilogy on him. And then I've been reading one called, it's a series called Gunmetal Gods, and it's like a twist on Middle Eastern mythology, and it's actually really cool. And really fucked up. It is definitely dark fantasy. Some pretty not kosher things happen in there.
I just finished all 3 Kane Chronicles and am now taking a break from the world of Percy Jackson. And I just started the Benedict Arnold book that you told me I should listen to from when we did Benedict Arnold 2 years ago. And
It's a good book.
I just started listening to it. I'm not going to start the next Percy Jackson series for a while because I'm trying to get through a bunch of my credits of like free books and stuff, like all of the shit that's in my.
I have a bunch of stuff like that too. Like I'm honestly thinking, like, man, I should cancel Audible for like a couple months just to read all these free books.
Yeah, so I'm just going to, well, like I've been able to listen to like 2 books a month for the past 3 months now. So I'm like I'll take a break from Percy Jackson until January and just fucking go ham on a bunch of shit.
I'm doing the fun ADD thing where I start multiple books.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even have ADD and I do that shit. It's really stupid.
So that's how I have to. I can't do multiple books or anything like that because I know I'll just fuck myself. But I have that with podcasts, Audible, and YouTube videos because a lot of my YouTube videos I just listen to. But it's so much listening content. I basically like have to portion myself of like, okay, for 2 months I'm gonna finish these books, and then after that, then I get to take a break and listen to my podcasts that I've been ignoring for 3 months again, and then I go straight through all of that shit, and then go, okay, now I'm gonna do YouTube videos because I have 180 videos in my watch later, and so I'm just gonna start getting through those. And then when I finish those, like I just go in a vicious circle between all 3. I'm in my YouTube phase right now. I got 76 more videos. It sucks because new videos get added every day. So it's a big problem. There was like 3 days straight where I listened and added videos to my watch later at the exact same rate. So it was really frustrating, like being like, wow, I watched a lot today. And then I'd look and be like, there's the same amount of videos in this. We're not sponsored by either.
This fucking piece of shit. Just go fuck myself.
I'm sorry.
No, man, you already started.
No, you go ahead. No, you were gonna retort. No, I'm already eating pretzels again.
And we thought I would be the problem.
I have a weird feeling when he was gonna eat the pretzels if he was talking. Anyways, I did start It. I was trying to read Stephen King's It. Immediately got sidetracked by different books and have not picked that fucker up again. I also didn't realize how hard of a read it was. Like, it is brutal.
I've never understood that. Like, what makes it a hard read?
It's just like, well, for one, if you've seen the It movies, like, it just seems really drawn out, and they also like bounce around timelines a lot on like the movies where it's like them as kids, and then this chapter 2 is them as adults.
Have you seen
That
the
shit-
original 2-part series of it in the 90s? That one's formatted like the book, but like every chapter is a different timeline.
I never saw it.
And there's so many people that are like involved, but like they're not talked about long enough until you get to like the other chapter where it's them as like kids again or something. It's just like I'm so fucking lost. But I also have a small brain, so
It took me a long time. It's up there. Yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I got through about a quarter to a third of it reading, and it became too like I was losing interest. It was taking me too long and stuff because I'm also a speed reader, so I'm used to being able to read a book in 2 days.
yeah,
Like
about
that's
what I'm
it. And so I went for like 2 months fucking trying to get through that book because it's a hard read and it's long, and eventually stopped. And then when I got Audible, that was one of the first things I listened to is to finish it.
I haven't read a real person book.
at. Real person.
I haven't read a real person book in some years.
That adds up for you.
I have a stack of comic books that I got in January sitting there.
DC fucking sucks right now.
Really?
Pretty bad. Yeah, like the current mainline event kind of sucks after an already mid one. But some of the standalones are still always so good.
I'm gonna, once I finish this, I'm hoping to maybe finish this in the next month, and then I'm gonna order. This is the longest I've gone without having to order more, because the past couple years I've done 6 months, because that's only like a handful of comics for me. But this is gonna be almost a year since I've last ordered, and so it's gonna be a substantial. But this is the year that finally a bunch of the series are ending that I started.
We should do where, like, we choose a book that all three of us read. Like, not within a certain timeline, but, like, we all read
And
it.
then-
Didn't we decide on one? Didn't we think of one?
We decided to all watch The Irishman on episode 2 of this
And then we never
podcast,
went over
and
it.
I've never watched The Irishman.
I did watch it.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm gonna do it. Maybe we'll finally talk about it after
That should be our final
4
episode.
years.
All right, guys. We
I think our first episode. Oh, our first episode is creating conspiracy theories. So we can't. I was gonna say we should just recreate word for word our first episode.
Do you mean just put it back out?
No. But with like our modern voices, like basically like have a script and we do the script,
But do it really poorly. Like, we are very obviously
No.
reading it off of a sheet of paper.
but like try and make it seem like it's the exact same episode years later. I don't know. With better sound quality, modern voices. I would hate to listen to my voice back then. I don't even like it now.
on the
But
snowball.
could you
Oh,
imagine?
oh.
I'm just thinking. I feel like my voice has changed over the past
Good old
4
snowball.
years.
Yes, I like that.
I still have that snowball.
Nice. You shut the fuck up.
I have been obviously cruising the mean streets of Audible. And the series I have somehow found this really niche fiction category of military science fiction, but it's modern military dudes in the science fiction. So like Army Rangers and Marines just in like either the very far past or the future, but the future is the very far past. It's really good. Really recommend that series. I listened to a short story of also like just soldiers, like U.S. soldiers in some African country, but the place is haunted. So those are
Like that movie you tried to get us to watch that was...
yeah, but it was good.
Yeah, that movie sucked. I remember it was like a stupidly long build-up, and we were like, Nick, what in the fuck is this? And then it was the worst CGI ever.
Yeah,
And
we're
then
talking about the war movie, right?
Yeah, and then the plot.
Where they like tried to stay in like a haunted...
Yeah,
They were in a haunted
the
house,
World
and
War
then,
II mansion.
and then they come out of the simulation that they're in, only
It
to
has-
still be haunted by the ghost of the simulation.
it has half the fucking actors from Titans on HBO Max.
The fucking shitty horror movie I watched, I felt bad because I'm the one that chose it for us to watch at work, and it was like 2.5 hours long, and when it got done, I literally apologized for wasting everyone's time. It's called The Empty Man. It's on Hulu.
Hulu makes shit movies.
I don't know if it was made by. It's just
Oh.
on Hulu.
I watched
Hulu allows shit
I watched The
movies.
Pope's Exorcist
It sounded.
I've
cool,
heard
though.
that that's
at
okay.
3 a.m. on a Friday.
That's your own fault for being Catholic and watching The Post Exorcist at 3 a.m. on a Friday.
It was pretty good. It wasn't
that shit's
like,
gonna happen.
It was
to
pretty.
You.
It was actually really good. I
Yeah,
think.
I've heard that.
From a Catholic standpoint, it was actually well represented. I now understand why the Catholic side of my Twitter was angry at that movie because there is nudity. So, yeah.
Can't have a horror movie without nudity.
I also chose to watch, in this order, Magnificent Seven.
Great movie.
Great movie.
I want to watch the series.
I haven't seen it.
Super good. And then watched Black Hawk Down as a little pick-me-up. And then I wasn't feeling high enough, so I chose to then watch 13 Hours, The Battle of for Mogadishu. Not Mogadishu, that's Black Hawk Down. Benghazi. And then I believe I rounded it out with a Mission Impossible movie. I believe 5? Maybe 4. I don't remember. But after watching Black Hawk Down and going...
Did you hear Black Hawk?
Black Hawk Down straight into 13 Hours. Great, amazing movies. Fuck are those sad movies.
I haven't watched a movie in a bit. Morgan and I have been watching TV, but it's been reality.
I've been watching
Seen a lot of Amazing Race and Survivor as of late.
Watch-
Still haven't watched
dude, it's a hell
Survivor
of a
this
time.
past week because we were going to,
Yeah.
and Morgan wasn't feeling well, so she was in the bathroom for 3 hours.
I have been watching season 5 of Boy Meets World because Shannon puts it on to go to sleep and then falls asleep. So,
Okay.
I put things on that Morgan has to decide what we put on, and then 10 minutes into it, she falls asleep. And then to make it not seem like all I do is shut off the TV and put on my own shows at night, I have to finish the episode. So that way Morgan at least thinks that we watched the episode, and I was like, all right. If I'm stopped mid-episode, then she's going to be like,
what the fuck? Why
did
do you
we
not
just
respect
watch
my
this?
shows?
I also have this bad habit of if there's an episode partially watched through, I just click restart. So if it's the same episode, that's going to be Akko Taco.
That sounds like a horrible time. And
I
then
don't know where to go this time.
Yeah, I never clicked stop.
I know.
I decided to randomly start watching Night Agent at 3:30 or 9:30 at night, which is, as you said, it was really really good fucking show. I'm only on like episode 3, I think.
It gets crazy.
I still need to finish Reacher.
Come on. I've seen it like 5 times.
Excited for the next season.
Should be great. Still haven't watched the new season of Witcher because I refuse to. So.
I mean, Henry Cavill's in it.
I know, but
Oh.
I've heard it's horrible. So
I've heard season 2 was great, and I've still never seen season 2 because I didn't like the ending of season 1.
I like season 1.
season 2 is really good.
And then I heard that spin-off show in the Witcher
Oh, it was
universe was
horrible.
awful.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I haven't seen that either.
The movie was good. The
Which
prequel
one?
movie. The prequel movie.
I've actually, most of my content I've watched, which I guess are movies, but let's see, I've watched all of the Fast and Furious movies. I got into fan editing, so now I fan edit a lot, and it's a great time to watch movies, spend my time, and then put it out there for other people to enjoy. And then you have to really fuck up for the fan edit community to just go after your edits. So it's a nice morale
Did you
boost.
find that out, or?
No, it's a nice morale boost because everyone talks really nice.
Nick, I think we need to get into that.
I watched.
We need to bring that down.
I watched. So I've seen all of the Fast and Furious movies because I remade those into a TV show, which I'm hear a lot of great things like past, like people are just being like, great, you tried your best. Like people are actually talking good things about my Fast and Furious edit. My friends told me that they were gonna watch it and don't care enough about me to watch it.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I don't watch shit. You think I'm gonna do it for you?
and I've recently been doing the X-Men movies and fixing all of the continuity plot holes and shit, which, let me tell you, the first few episodes was really difficult.
It sucks.
Well, I still haven't I still haven't watched Mission Impossible in theaters like I really wanted to because I couldn't. And so now it's not in theaters anymore, and I'm waiting for it to become free on Paramount Plus because I ain't fucking paying for that. I'll buy it on DVD, but like
Sounds a lot like paying for it.
I'm not paying for it on digital because I collect the hard media of Mission Impossible. So like, why would I spend?
Such a good movie.
I've heard. Last time I was in theaters, I saw Indiana Jones.
Whack.
Pretty good movie.
John Wick 4 was pretty good.
First half was alright.
I have it on digital. That I definitely
The Continental show was pretty good.
paid
Too.
for.
Forgot that's the
heard,
thing.
I've heard that's really good. I am gonna watch John Wick 4. I have it on my computer. I just haven't yet. Maybe Jeff and I will finish that movie for you.
I'll be down.
You won't be here.
Yes, it's your little sick boy. Wants to go home to his fiance. Fucking people and
I was going home for Don.
fucking people wanting to be with their significant others.
Yeah. That's like my number one excuse to get out of things, especially now. If
Fast
you could-
forward when it's only Nick and I recording next episode. Because I don't know.
yeah.
You guys can work out.
I hope we don't have one, 'cause that's not really what that is.
I've been out there maybe 4 times in 2 years. And every single one of those times, I was vacuuming spiders. So,
Can I help you?
yeah. Fucking crunchy and crunch a lot. Crunch McTubs. Tub the double up.
Again?
Well, you hate to see it, everyone.
It really comes in waves.
I'm hitting that second wave now. Thanks for watching and listening. I'm just deciding that it's been long enough. It's been at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, we should find something else to talk about. We need to fucking hone in. I guess we can milk Nick for his content now.
Just milking it.
The world's having that.
We'll just milk Nick. Thanks for listening, everybody,
Yeah, but
and
Nick,
check in next
This
week.
isn't gonna come out for a fucking
Milk
month.
Nick.
Yeah, no, that's part.
When we're all drafted in a month and we're overseas and this isn't funny anymore.
I'll be laughing.
Okay, bye.